Saw how hyped Pete Carroll was on the sideline when Dante fumbled it. Like, I'm pretty sure he was like, "Yo, we called that in. That was a good play, guys."
I don't know, but when he's going up against the Niners, who've been tripping harder than Lemaitre fell for Jimmy Garoppolo last season, I think he's got an easy win.
I have Lemaire's probably gonna get just a love boner out of this one, but I have Lamar Jackson as one of my duds. And
I think that for my president, I think that you have to go for the obvious pick here, and the obvious pick here is of course Austin Hooper.
Dante Pettis keeps hacking your phone.
Oh man, I did send him my social security number last night.
Oh my God, Aaron.
Like, hey man. He's like, man, I just got cut, but I can get back on the team. You send me your social security number. I was like, my pick is Ulysses Gilbert III for vice president. Let me tell you something. One, huge fucking dong. Like, you cannot.
Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Muffed Podcast. As always, my name is Boaz, and I'm joined by Aaron and Lemaitre. What's up, guys?
What's up, boys? How are you doing?
Danucci in the house.
Aaron just flipped. Dude, I was going to make a joke. I had a joke set up. It was going to be a Gucci Danucci going to get some coochie, but he lost the game, so I don't think he got a lot of coochie after the game. Oh. That's interesting, Aaron. Oh. A little bit of Aaron Rodgers, some cracker hate. I see that, yeah. You're not really disappearing, Aaron. I know you're trying.
I'm trying to.
It's cool. No, it's cool. I mean, we got a big episode today. We got a lot of things to cover. And with that being said, let's get into it. All right, our OG topic, we always start off every episode with it, our highlights of the week. I always let Aaron start. Lemaitre, why don't you start us off? What's your highlight of the week?
I'm going to let Aaron go first, actually.
Oh, you'll defer? Okay, that's fine. Go ahead, Aaron.
Okay, well, my highlight of the week is once again a low light of the week. Hold on, let me put my hat on. So I just want to say I am tired of the Moneyball shit. This rant is going to go over your guys' head, but I don't really care. I need the vent. So basically, the A's have some big name free agents heading into the free agent market, and baseball free agency is starting, and they have chose not to give qualifying offers to Marcus Semien and Liam Hendricks, and it's really bothering me.
It's always a good thing when you don't give money to your best players.
It really is, because their whole strategy is, we'll just fucking, we'll draft a bunch of random people and we'll just call them up, and then, we'll trade our good players for prospects and then suck for 3 years and then go to the playoffs for 3 straight years and then suck again. And I really hope they don't blow this team up, because Matt Chapman's already pissed off at the management. It doesn't look like we're going to re-sign Liam Hendricks. We might re-sign Semien. Doesn't look like it. I'm just very pissed off, and the A's are handling this really shittily. And so, fuck Moneyball. Billy Bean's gone now. I thought, hopefully I thought things might change, but, looks like it's not. But, I could, hopefully I'm wrong. But also the Chicago White Sox hired Tony La Russa. You guys have no idea who that is.
That's an old dude. I saw he was like super old. And everyone was
he's
talking about it.
Basically that's like if the fucking, who's some old ass fucking coach. That's like
Bill Parcells or something.
That's like if like the fucking like Browns hired like Bill Parcells. I'd be like, what?
Okay.
That makes no sense. But so there's also a bunch of old quotes of Tony La Russa from like a couple years ago saying that he doesn't stand with Kaepernick and you should stand for the national anthem. So, there's the White Sox, they have a lot of, progressive, young talent there. I don't think they're going to get along. Also Tony La Russa is one of those old guys who thinks you're not allowed to have fun while playing baseball. So it's probably going to try and stifle a lot of the personalities on the White Sox. So the A's fucking shit up. White Sox also fucking shit up. I mean, that's my highlights of the week. It is.
Okay. Did you have something you want to say if you want to go with Dan? Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll say something about Aaron's point. Marcus Semien is a beast, and Liam Hendricks. I watched that one playoff game, and he won't fall down. So
he did.
That's a yikes.
It's a big yikes.
It worked in the movie, man. It's gonna pan out, Aaron.
Yeah, but the thing is, we haven't won the World Series since the 80s.
Hey, you gotta trust the process. Some processes take a little bit longer than others. You gotta
That's
trust
true.
it.
You gotta trust it.
Okay, I got something similar there. I got like a little bit of a low light. I got guys really taking a page out of Antonio Brown and maybe Michael Thomas's playbook, complaining on Twitter. We saw Carlos Dunlap, he put his house up on the market, being like, pretty much saying like, give me the fuck out of Cincinnati. He got traded to the Seahawks. Then we saw Hollywood Brown complaining about his usage. And I have this written down here. What's the point of having soldiers when you never use them? I'm not sure what a soldier is, but they're not using them obviously with the Ravens. So that's another guy complaining. And then I got John Ross. He was asking, he was like, hey, get me out of here. I want to get traded. It's not, I don't hate football. I just hate this team pretty much. That's what he said. And they didn't trade him. And then really my other low light is just kind of going off of that is just free agency. Everyone kind of hyped it up, and by everyone I mean like Sir Yacht was kind of talking about, like, I think he had one tweet where he was like, "Yo, this is gonna be one of the craziest free agent periods of all time," or some shit like that.
I mean, trade deadline
or trade deadline. Sorry, trade deadline. And you saw like Adam Schefter.
Dumbass alert.
Okay, well, I misspoke. Whoa. Okay, you saw guys like Adam Schefter and stuff like that talking about like Stephon Gilmore, Michael Thomas, even like Will Fuller was like, that's not that big of a trade, but like that still would have been a little bit interesting. And it turned out that pretty much the biggest trade was Quan Alexander going to the Saints. That was pretty much it. Yeah,
the block is warm.
Highlight of the week.
Block is warm.
It just cooled down. The block cooled down a little bit. Yeah.
Room temperature. It's room temperature now. My low light highlight of the week is also a low light.
Really depressing.
49ers superstars Jimmy Garoppolo and George Kittle are both injured.
I thought you were gonna say Dante Pettis.
And
I really expected you to say superstar.
One of my favorite players, Dante Pettis, also got cut by the 49ers. I wish Dante luck in the future, and I hope he lands somewhere good, because I think he's a talented guy, and I think he could definitely make some noise as a Hall of Fame candidate.
All right, guys, what are the odds he's not going to Seattle?
I think he goes to Green Bay first. Green Bay is probably his first destination. Houston and then Seattle. I'd say those are.
Dude, I guarantee you, he's on a flight right now to Seattle. Like, there's. I don't see how he doesn't go there. That's just
it's waivers. It's waivers.
How would it make you feel if he signs with the Seahawks and he actually like goes to Lemeter's take and becomes a Hall of Famer?
It would confirm my theory that he's a spy. It would confirm my theory that he's a spy for the Seahawks, and that Pete Carroll this whole time has been telling him to play shitty, and that's why he fumbled. You saw how hyped Pete Carroll was on the sideline when Dante fumbled it. Like, I'm pretty sure he was like, "Yo, we called that in. That was a good play, guys."
In Dante's defense, that was actually a pretty good hit. Like
Dante's defense, his girlfriend the Seahawks fan, which is despicable. I'm just gonna say that that's disgusting. Literally one of the worst possible things you can do as a 49ers, player or fan. Number 2 is what happened. He was good, and then all of a sudden, I think Pete Carroll got in his ear, man, and he started to suck. That's all I gotta say. Pete Carroll spy.
Dad works for the Astros. Coach.
That is true. Yeah, he's got. I don't want to say anything about his dad because I think he's sick or something like that. But the moment his dad gets healthy, the moment his dad gets healthy, and the moment his dad gets healthy, I'm right on board with you. We're gonna shit all over his dad the moment he gets healthy.
Okay, well, I'm praying for Dante Pettis' dad.
Okay, yeah, no, me too. All right, let's go to our next segment. We've been kind of going back to OG segments. Last week we did a few of our OG segments, and now we're going back to something that we haven't done in a while. I don't think it's been definitely a few months. It was like midseason, I think, when we stopped last year. It's been a minute, yeah. Mm-hmm. We're doing studs and duds for fantasy football. But before we start that, we have a special, something special. A special guest to come on to help us out with this, with a segment. There's the guest. There's the guest.
I was told that some professional sports opinions were needed.
The man, the myth, the legend, Sheep 003, man, also known as AKA Chris, in the building.
Whoa!
I'm a bit of a threat in the sports scene. Lemeter, how are you doing? How's it going?
I'm doing well, Chris. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic. I was just, Boaz texted me. He's like, "Hey, I needed a professional sports opinion, a real analyst to come on." And, I said, "Hey, yeah, I just wanted to, for everybody out there, I just wanted to make sure that we all know my credentials. Last year in the Fantasy Football League, I got 3rd place. And if that doesn't qualify me for a position on this, then I don't know what does."
Lemeter's seat's looking hot, man. Lemeter's seat's looking hot, man. We might be in the need for a 3rd co-host. Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for coming on, Chris. But we're doing
no, this
is gonna be fun. Yeah, as I mentioned, we're gonna be doing our studs and duds, kind of a segment we used to do last year. We're kind of bringing it back. Chris is a fantasy expert, he's self-proclaimed fantasy expert, but he's a nonetheless still a fantasy expert. Chris, you're the guest here, first time coming on. Why don't you start us off? Who are your studs? And then, let's follow that up with who are your duds.
All right. Well, let's talk about studs. First stud I've got Aaron Rodgers for sure. You look at that man's profile picture. I don't know what happened between last season and this season, but that beard has powers, man. Maybe he has the power to operate a charcoal grill. Maybe he's got the power of like an immaculate sense of humor. I don't know. But when he's going up against the Niners, who've been, tripping harder than Lemeter fell for Jimmy Garoppolo last season, I think he's got an easy win.
Oh my God.
All that
shade.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a fact. Second guy that I got up is TJ Hawkinson. Now, TJ Hawkinson may be an outside pick, But I looked at his picture. He looks really nice. He looks like the kind of guy who'd give you the answer to like the chemistry homework if you asked. Now, when I was doing research for this episode, I actually saw that on one website he got a touchdown for 16.9 DKFP. And when I looked up what DKFP was, it told me it was a normally closed, balanced poppet logic element pressure adjustable cartridge.
Yo.
And I think that sounds pretty cool.
Thanks.
And so therefore, I think he's gonna do well.
Chris, I'm fucking impressed, man. Like you're making all of us look bad. I don't DK.
Yeah, I put it.
only
I put
DK
in
I
the
know is
effort, man. I
Metcalf.
put in the research.
Okay, Chris, who are your duds? Let's hear some of your
Let's
duds.
talk about duds. All right, my first stud has got to be Amari Cooper. All right, the reason why
one.
he's going up against the Steelers and the Cowboys quarterback situation is it's just a fucking dumpster fire, man. Basically this matchup is going to be putting the crippled grandma up in the ring versus Mike Tyson. It's not going to go well. And let's just say that Andy Dalton goes back in. Let's say Andy Dalton plays. I mean, if you look at that man's hair, he's going to be weighed down by all that dye and gel. And I don't think he's going to throw straight with that much weight on top of his head.
Okay.
Still
Now-
Gucci Danucci, Chris. Aaron,
No,
Andy
Gucci
Dalton
Danucci actually has COVID.
No,
Gucci
Andy Dalton
Danucci,
has COVID.
No, Gucci Danucci, I believe. Actually, no, he doesn't have COVID. I think they're not starting. They got pissed off at him. They're not starting. They're playing Cooper Rush. That's what the rumors are.
No,
Nice,
Garrett
yeah.
Gilbert, right?
Or yeah, it's Cooper Rush or Garrett Gilbert.
It's,
Never
Garrett
it's
Gilbert.
their
Cooper Rush
fourth
is on the team.
stringer.
No, Chris is
Okay.
Chris is right. It's a dumpster fire. It's
Yeah,
bad. I don't,
it was going to be a dumpster fire either way.
yeah.
All right. Second dud I got is Terry McLaurin.
Ooh.
That's my
Now-
guy, Scary Terry, F1.
Yeah, yeah. I actually heard about that. I heard about the old nickname Scary Terry. But so when I was looking on the official NFL site for matchups, I actually thought it was a glitch because I just saw football team. Now, imagine going on. It's like, oh hey Aaron, what's your favorite football team? Oh, I like football team. I'm
Washington
sorry.
one.
How can anybody? Let's go football team. Let's go. That it just doesn't work out. And they call him Scary Terry, but I think for this week, for all you fantasy boys out there, you should probably be wary of Terry. If I'm going to be completely honest.
Oh.
Chris,
Rhyming-
Chris, I have him in our league. That's a scary, Scary Terry.
I'm not
All right,
predicting
man.
a good outcome from this man.
Shit,
rhyming
man.
rhyming and puns go over very well on this show, so I appreciate
It
you
does,
for
yeah.
that.
That's
I've
true.
been told.
All right, Aaron, let's hear some of yours.
Well, obviously my picks are nothing.
I don't know if
along
you can
the
match
lines
that.
of, the fan.
Yeah.
I can't because my first pick for stud, you look at my jersey, you're going to say it's just a biased pick. Well, I'm going to tell you you're wrong. My stud for this week is going to be Brandon Ayuk. I mean, he's, especially with Nick Mullins, we saw them having some good connection late in the game, and Brandon Ayuk is doing I think he has the most receiving, he's like top 5 in receiving.
He's third in the past 2 weeks. Third in the past
2 weeks. So, I mean, he just seems to be a guy who's going to be used a lot in that offense. And I think against the Green Bay Crackers, I think he'll have a good day. So, yeah. And then my second stud, I have the guy, the boy, the man, the myth, the legend himself on my fantasy team. Actually, both these guys are on my fantasy team. I mean, I'm having the Lemire bias this week.
We see where these are. Yeah, where these picks are coming from.
I have Chase Edmonds as one of my guys because they're playing the Miami Dolphins defense. Not the best run defense, but they're pretty solid. But I think Chase Edmonds is due for a big game. Him and Kyler seem to work well together, and yeah, I think Chase Edmonds is going to get the load. So now on to my duds. Relating this one to Chase Edmonds, one of my duds, I have Kyler Murray, and like, oh Aaron, you said they're going to work well together. What does that mean? Well, I feel like the Dolphins' pass defense is good enough to stop Kyler Murray, and Kyler Murray, I mean, he's played well, but there's been certain games where he's looked pretty inaccurate. And the Dolphins defense has been playing great recently. So I'm going to say Kyler Murray is a dud, and they're going to be relying on the run game a lot. I mean, he might still get points in the run game, but I wouldn't start him as your QB1 this week. Maybe
Really
try
taking
another
shots at
option.
Chris, man. All the
I
teams that he
don't like
likes.
the disrespect toward my Arizona Cardinals here.
Oh,
all right?
that's right. I
Kyler
forgot
Murray.
about that.
Yeah, I would like.
I have Chase Edmonds in my studs.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
His research
Yeah.
didn't go that far.
I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
I researched approximately 6 players. I know pretty much nobody else.
Okay, well, wondering if this is one of the 6 you've researched.
Well, to be fair, that's more preparation than most of us do for an episode. So
I am an expert.
He is an expert, fantasy expert, 3rd place. I am 4-4 in both of my fantasy leagues right now. What does that say about me? Anyways, my second dud. This is a guy on my fantasy team who I am starting this week. So Lemire bias out the window. I have Lemire's probably going to get just a love boner out of this one, but I have Lamar Jackson as one of my duds.
Oh,
And the reason I have Lamar Jackson as one of my duds, Bo has called me a Colts hater on the podcast the other day, and
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's just. But yeah, so Lamar Jackson, the Colts defense is pretty good. And I don't think Lamar Jackson is going to do that well. I mean, he's looked a little inaccurate. Once again, similar to Kyler Murray. I feel like he'd get points in the run game, but I'm a little skeptical about this week against the Colts. But hey, I'm starting him. It's either him or Nick Foles. So.
All right, Lemeter's hitting you with the thumbs down. Lemeter, let's hear.
I was
hear
hitting Lamar Jackson with a thumbs down. Not
okay.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Okay. So you agree. So you're in agreement with the thumbs down.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
so
let's hear some.
apparently the Lemeter bias does exist because I'm looking at my studs and they're all part of my team.
Hey,
Which is under 500. Can we add that it's under 500?
No, actually it's 500. 4-4.
Oh, same here. Let's go 4-4 gang.
I beat Crest by 80 points this past week. Just
Hey,
that out there.
let's not.
Listen. He's a fantasy expert. He spent too much time researching it.
What do you want from me,
man?
man? Both of my wide receivers decided to go and get injured. All right, I can't do nothing about that.
Not his fault. Yeah, what can you do?
Yeah, that's true. My bad.
Odell Beckham Jr. apparently just tripped on a stray can on the street, and he just can't play anymore.
He ate shit. Literally.
Yes.
It's like God, he eats one bad cheesesteak and suddenly he just can't play. He's just out. Oh
man. Lemeter's got the cocoa. All right, Lemeter. Let's hear some of your picks.
All right. So I was initially gonna go with J.K. Dobbins, but I looked at the matchup and he's playing the Colts and the Colts defense.
Some respect.
So
Lemeter
scratch that, but pick up A.J. Dobbins as Smitty from the Fantasy Football Show says, because Smitty's smart and so is J.K. Anyways, my actual pick is also from the Niners-Packers game. It's JaMychal Hasty. I was high on him last week. I started him, got 14 points. Pretty solid week. And I think the Niners are going to be playing from I think Nick Mullins gives the Niners a better chance to win than an injured Jimmy Garoppolo. So I think the Niners will start off.
Oh,
what was that?
I didn't hear that. Healthy Nick Mullins gives
and come on, that was tough for him to say. That was tough for him to say. And don't make him do that. Come on.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
healthy Nick Mullins gives the Niners a better shot to win than an injured Jimmy Garoppolo right now. So I think they'll be in better shape. And I think Hasty's going to have some big runs against a horrible, horrible Packers run defense. They even lost Blake Martinez. So, right.
MVP linebacker, just go.
Yeah.
Force a fumble on Monday. Go ahead, Lemeter.
Yes. Hasty is going to be big. And then my other stud is John Brown from the Buffalo Bills. Ooh. He's playing the horrible Seattle defense. John Brown, wide receiver, Buffalo Bills. He's on my bench.
So are all these guys on your team? Let's just be honest here.
Yes, all three of them. John Brown is playing a horrible Seattle defense, even though they had a good game last week. I think Josh Allen loves to air it out, which hurts Seattle. Jimmy Garoppolo did not do that, unfortunately. Nick Mullins did that, and he looked better than Jimmy last week. Also, Josh Allen is more mobile in the pocket, so I'll give him an opportunity. So, yeah, John Brown. And sticking with the Buffalo Bills team, my dud of the week is Devin Singletary because of the emergence of Zach Moss, and the Seahawks have a decent run defense. And I feel like I'm blabbering, to be honest, but I'll keep going. Yeah. My original second dud was Terry McLaurin, but Crest stole that.
Man,
so,
everyone hated on McLaurin.
So
be wary
of
Terry.
Devontae Parker. Yes, be wary of Terry. I'm gonna go with Devontae Parker, a guy Boaz loves to hate on. Tua is not. I don't think Tua is that as good of a quarterback as what's his face.
Better than Jared Goff.
Fitzmagic. Yeah. So I think they're gonna be trying to run it more, even though Gaskin is injured. They're gonna run it more, and I don't see him getting many looks. And yeah.
I don't know. Do you have like 10 picks? Like, what the fuck? How many picks do you have?
You told me to prepare, so I got like 20.
Okay, guys. All right. No. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I got James Robinson. That's my first one against the Texans. I don't know why you guys haven't mentioned him. I mean, the Jaguars are gonna be playing Jake Luton, I believe that's the quarterback they're gonna be playing from Oregon State.
Dude,
I don't know what he's gonna be doing. Yeah,
they're gutting for Luton. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything.
Yeah, no, you got to work on that one, man.
Yeah, that was just bad.
I mean, I feel like they're gonna be handing the ball off. If they have any chance of beating the Texans, they just got to fucking hand the ball off. And then and I'm with you on Chase Edmonds. I like that pick a lot against Dolphins defense. They're good, but I mean, the Cardinals like to run the ball, and Chase Edmonds has, he's been playing really good in that offense. Honestly, I feel like he might overtake Kenyon Drake once Kenyon Drake comes back. My dud, Zeke Elliott, a guy who I picked in the first round. kind of been playing really bad ever since Dak Prescott went out. Andy Dalton really didn't do it for him. Gucci Nucci didn't really do it for him. And I'm not so sure Cooper Rush or whoever the fuck else.
I'm pretty sure it's Gary Gilbert.
Something. Yeah, Gary Gilbert. Yeah, there we go. I don't think they're going to do anything for him. And they're playing against Pittsburgh Steelers, which, I mean, probably the best defense right now in the NFL. Garrett. Okay. J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards are also duds that I put against the Colts defense.
Ooh.
Guys, neither one of them I would want to start against
Colts
the Colts
fanboy.
defense. I like J.K. Dobbins a lot. Just not this week. I would not. This is not the week that I'd be playing them. I mean, we saw what happened against the Lions. The Lions were running the ball all the time. They got 3 guys: Kerryon Johnson, they got DeAndre Swift, and they got Adrian Peterson. Man, how am I forgetting Adrian Peterson? And yeah, all 3 of them were shut down. Kerryon Johnson had a touchdown, but it was a receiving touchdown. So I mean, I just don't see how either one of them are going to be doing a whole lot. I'm going to be expecting that Lamar's going to have to throw the ball, which I don't know if that's going to, Lemire really likes to hit.
That doesn't work.
I don't know. We're going to see what,
Lemire's such a hater.
Lemire really is a big hater. But yeah, I think that's all of our studs and duds. You can choose.
I don't know. I hold on. I think I disagree with you on your AJ Dobbins dud pick. I mean, with the last name
JK.
JK.
Just kidding, Dobbins.
With the last name like Dobbins, he sounds like he comes straight from the Harry Potter franchise.
Dobby.
And with that kind of magic behind him, I think that he might do something special this week.
But Dobby died. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Dobby die?
But Dobby also had badass magic. And
yeah, but he almost died.
He was pretty badass before he died. So basically, what I'm going to say, this week he's going to be badass. Next week he's going to be dead.
He was a glorified cleaning lady. He pretty much just cleaned the house and he just sat
yeah.
And then he died.
But then once they set him free, he was badass. Yeah,
that's true.
All right?
That's true.
Yeah,
okay,
that's just straight facts.
Well, I think the Colts defense is going to leave J.K. Dobbins, J.K. Sobbin. Like, I honestly think.
I like that.
I don't think he's going to do much.
I think you need to go to Rhyme Zone to try and get better.
When J.K. Dobbins falls, when the ball falls out, they're going to be, the Colts defense is going to be J.K. Robin. What can I say?
J.K.
When I start him in my fantasy team and he gets me 30 points, my dick's going to be J.K. Throbin.
If you really want to steal my jokes, like you could have just asked. That's fine. I just want to point this out that I did this first.
Chris. All right, we'll move on. We got another segment to do. We're gonna do. The election is happening right now. They're counting the votes as we speak. We don't know what's going on, but
I do.
Who cares?
Do you guys not?
No, I mean,
do you not have the election pulled up? Are you serious?
No. We just watch football. That's pretty much.
Oh, I'm sorry. I came to the
my
wrong
brain can't
podcast.
comprehend anything else.
Understandable.
No,
two colors are much too complicated for these.
No, 2 colors I can work with that, but there's too many scoreboards. Like I only focus on the time and the scoreboard.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Understandable. All right.
Problem I had with cricket as well. But let's get into our fantasy draft, and we're gonna pick. So the first pick you're gonna make is an NFL player who you think would be a good president, and then you got your second pick would be who would be a good vice president. So they got to work together. Cress, since you're the guest, you want to choose. You can choose where you want to pick. Do you want to pick like first, last? I don't know how.
I think I'll go last this time. I think I've been dominating the conversation a little bit too much up front, so I think I'll just save myself for the back end.
Okay, the expert's going. Yes, you're gonna get the 4th and the 5th pick. All right, Lemire, I'm doing the randomizing again. Aaron, you go first. I'll go second. Lemire goes third. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Wait. Just to clarify, we picked both president and VP. Or
no, your first pick will be president. Okay. Your first, yeah. All right, Aaron.
Okay, so
you're on the clock.
My first pick of NFL president of the United States is, I might say this name wrong, Laurent Duvernay Tardif. Chiefs offensive tackle or guard. I don't really know. Yeah, the doctor. And my reasoning is for picking him, he has a PhD in something at medical school. I mean, he seems like probably one of the smartest players in the NFL. My original thought was, maybe go Alex Mack, because I'm pretty sure he's like one of the heads of the NFLPA. That's something, that's a pretty big political stand thing right there. Some practice negotiating stuff. But, I'm just going to go with the brains, the smartest guy. And I feel like he was hurt last year. So, his brain got some time off, from being constantly just banging. So he probably has less CTE than most of the players in the NFL do. So I think that's another reason for him. PhDs, smart dude. He can lead this country. Laurent Duvernay Tardif, 2020.
He's not playing this year to go combat against. He's at the hospitals helping out.
Exactly.
COVID and all that.
Stand-up guy.
What a guy.
Aaron, you went really serious with this. I was gonna go with Michael Thomas, a guy who really knows how to use Twitter. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going with Jason Kelsey. I'm going with another guy who maybe Jason Kelsey. If you guys remember, just a few years back, the Philadelphia Eagles, when he did that speech and he put on his dog mask and he's like, "We're underdogs," and he fucking woofed and he pumped the whole crowd, the whole city of Philadelphia. And quite honestly, most America except Boston was pretty much going for the Philadelphia Eagles. So if a guy who can really unite the country with just one speech and just putting on a rubber mask of a dog, if he can do that, imagine what he can do as a president. So yeah, I'm going with Jason Kelsey.
That's a very good point.
All right, Lemeter.
For president, I'm gonna go with the relatively obvious pick, Marshawn Lynch here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Marshawn Lynch.
Let's go.
Is a big personality. Yeah, he loves to do charity work, gives stuff away, gives advice to the younger generation. Keep your all chickens,
yeah. Your mentals
some
and your
of that sort. Yeah, and he's very good with the media. He's amazing with the media. No comment. He knows how to handle the media. I think he'd be a perfect.
I'm just here so I won't get fined. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I like that. All right, Chris, you get back-to-back picks.
Definitely. So we're going president first, and then I go VP right after.
Yeah.
How we're doing it?
I mean, it doesn't really matter, but that's
okay.
how we've been going. Yeah.
I think that for my president, I think that you have to go for the obvious pick here, and the obvious pick here is, of course, Austin Hooper. All right, let's talk about Austin Hooper. He's the most goated tight end in the league, no cap. All right, let's talk about tight ends. All right, last year he carried my dumbass fantasy team to third place. All right, and this year, he may be injured, but he's still carrying the Browns, and that's how insane he is.
He's gonna carry the nation.
He got put on some shit team, and he's still carrying them from the bench. And you know what? If he could carry a team like the Browns, then I think he could carry an entire country. This man's goated.
Wow, very compelling.
He's got the vote in the South. He played in Atlanta, and he's got the Midwest with Ohio. I mean, he's really got all the important regions you need to get, to get the necessary.
Yeah, he's carried everything on his back, and I think like a country wouldn't be a big ask.
Okay, all right, Chris. Who's your vice president?
My vice president, I'm gonna go for something a little bit controversial. I'm gonna go for the double tight end pick here, and I think my vice president would definitely have to be George Kittle. All right. Not because he provides any value to the team or like actually any kind of policy benefits. I just think he throws some bomb ass parties at the White House. And I think that America needs some bomb ass parties.
That's very well said.
That is well said. All right, Lemeter, you're on the clock.
Well, my VP candidate was actually George Kittle. Skittles, Marshawn Lynch would make perfect sense. They'd be running for the Skittles party, but now that's out the boat. So I'm going to go with another tight end, another party lover, like Cress said. We need some bomb-ass parties. Rob Gronkowski. There we go. Dude, that's going to be one lit White House. Marshawn Lynch, Rob Gronkowski. It's just fun.
But Lemeter, what are they going to do, like policy wise? Aaron's thinking about this, like how are they going to help the country out? You're going to have a lot of fun, but like Kim Jong-un comes knocking on the door with some nukes. What are Marshawn Lynch and Gronk?
Hey man, they're just figureheads.
Oh, okay, I got you. So you got some dudes in the background. They're just the face.
We got Joshua Dobbs in the background helping us out. Pretty smart guy.
Rocket scientist. Yeah, I'm on the clock now, and I'll admit I did have George Kittle as one of my vice presidents. I had to take that off. I did not have Gronk, but I have another dude who, Gronk brings, he's a pretty big guy. He brings an intimidating, factor. I got DK Metcalf. When that dude pulls up, he's going to be the muscle. Pulls up fucking, he's never going to wear a shirt. He's never going to wear a suit and tie. He's not going to be any any of that type of shit. He's going to be always shirtless. You're going to see his 12 pack. Honestly, it might be a 32 pack. And he's just going to be coming there and he's just he won't even say a word. He's just going to stand there. And as my guy Jason Kelsey's making a speech, he's just gonna stand there like this, and like everyone's gonna be intimidated. Every world leader is gonna be scared. Putin, he's fuck it. I'm staying away from America. Xi Jinping, China's like fuck this man. All right, we're going back. We don't want to fuck with you. And most importantly, as I mentioned, Kim Jong-un is like he's like we're deactivating. Take our nukes. Take our nukes. You can have them, man. You're an alpha male. You are superior. Please take our nukes.
I mean, you know what DK stands for? Destroyer of communism.
Ooh.
you Korea, communism, however you want to put it.
Exactly.
I like that. All right, Aaron, finish us off.
All right, so obviously my first pick was Laurent Duvernay Tardif, and who's going to compliment him? We've got the brains already. Now, what do we go with? What do we go with here? You guys talking the party guys, Gronk, George Kittle. I think those are great picks. And I just want to give an honorable mention real quick to DeAndre Hopkins because, we'll control all the nukes if we have Nuke himself. But that is not my pick. That is not my pick. My pick is Ulysses Gilbert III for vice president. Let me tell you something. One, huge fucking dong. Like, you cannot tell me that Ulysses Gilbert III is not packing a 12-inch.
If I would ever make a list, he'd probably
dong.
be pretty high up there. If we ever made a list, he'd be high up there.
Yeah, if we ever did a list week, which, we haven't.
We never would.
Anyways. So, and then another reason I have Ulysses Gilbert III, his name is Ulysses. Like, come on.
Pretty presidential.
Yeah, a true patriot. Pretty presidential, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Ulysses Gilbert III. Big dick. I don't know. That's really the only reason. I just kind of pulling stuff on my ass. I just picked him because, yeah.
Really, the only thing I'd be scared of is that maybe he's going to be like Ulysses Gilbert III is going to be so popular that people are going to like the vice president more than the president.
That's true. There might be like a mutiny.
Exactly. Yeah, they might be like, we're
there's
just
going to be a
impeach
president controversy.
They're just going to impeach Duvernay because they're like, dude, like, what do you do? Like, you just, your numbers in your hospital, and you're like, like, who needs that? We got Ulysses Gilbert III with his, big dong just slapping around everywhere,
Yeah, man, that really is society. Medical PHA helping out coronavirus, no attention. Ulysses Gilbert III, all the attention. We live in a society.
Yeah. and I like how you started off. I was like, oh, maybe Aaron's gonna take this seriously. Then we went to Ulysses Gilbert III. No, but I think we had some solid ones. I got Jason Kelsey and DK Metcalf. Let me just got it's gonna be a party. It's not the White House. They're gonna fucking turn it into I don't know, Jersey Shore. They're gonna maybe do a reality
the White
TV
House
show
black. There. I'm sorry.
And you got Gronk and let me. Who else did you have? Oh, Marshawn Lynch. And then
shout out to Josh Jobs in the back.
Will you also have Matt Patricia? Matt Patricia was a rocket scientist as well.
Yeah, I will take. We'll need an ATV in the White House then. All right, perfect.
He'll drive exactly. Yeah, I think that's a good pickup as well for your cabinet. All right. No, yeah, and Creston, who did you? Crest, you had
I had Austin Hooper and Jordan Kittle. Yeah.
I mean, who could forget Austin Hooper? I mean, Hooper Kittle.
National Tight Ends Day.
National Tight End Day almost every day, I would say. They'd make National Tight End Day an actual national holiday. You'd get the day off on National.
I don't know. I just think to myself, number one tight end should probably be the number one presidential nominee.
Well, you know what they say, Chris. You usually want your tight ends in pairs.
Exactly. Definitely. Definitely. I don't know what kind of implications that had behind it, but
nothing. No, I'm just talking about the players. No, yeah. I mean, Chris, thank you so much for coming on. That was fun. We joked around a little bit, but we did some actual. We talked about fantasy football. Those were our actual predictions. If you want, use Chris's predictions. Maybe start some of the players that he's talking about. But if anything, I would say, Chris, where can the people find you? Where can they check you out?
Find me on twitch.tv/sheepo3_. Can find me on Twitter on Sheepo3 Live. And you can find me on YouTube at Sheepo3. So, come check it out. I don't talk about sports ever.
Let's move on to, some serious shit, so some real football fans, the three of us, Chris is the fantasy expert, but that's about it. That's about it. Whereas expertise,
Yeah, bro, I don't know about all these extra stats, bro. I just want to see people hate each other, carry the pigskin. I think the forward pass should be canceled. Go back to the days where it's just 3 yards.
I think honestly, we should just go to rugby. We just lateral it. That's literally all we
do. I agree. 100%.
Yeah. But yeah, let's get into our midseason awards. We did our quarter season awards.
Holy shit. I totally forgot we were doing that. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, that was I'm with you, Aaron. It doesn't feel like it was that long ago. Like the season is passing way too fucking quickly. It's week 9 already. Like, I look at it, I'm like, dude, it should be like week maybe 5 or 6, and it's week 9. It's crazy. But let's get into
week 9 is also when the giveaway starts. So
yes,
this episode comes out. We already talked about the first game. Yeah,
it will come out after Thursday. But you can still you can still bounce back. There's multiple ways to get points. We'll be given a code. We're gonna say a little password at the end. We had a password last episode. Do a password right now. Also, will be a password on the next upcoming blog. So there's plenty of ways for to catch up. But let's get into Aaron. Why don't you start us off? Who's your offensive player of the year? At the midseason point.
All right. So after 4 weeks, my offensive player of the year was Lemeter's guy, Josh Allen. And that is a true statement through those first 4 weeks. I had him at offensive player of the year because my MVP was another quarterback. Yeah. So I didn't want to put him at MVP. But due to his recent play, I have bumped him off of the offensive player of the year. And I've replaced him with a player from a team that Lemeter loves to hate. And my offensive player of the year is Derrick Henry.
Oh, I thought
Derrick
it was
Henry.
Kenny Goat.
Leads the league in rushing yards. He's got 8
I-
rushing touchdowns. Dude is
I like
a
that.
beast, man. Dude is a fucking beast out there. Nothing you can say about it to deny that.
Some old-fashioned
Lemeter.
football, you know, ground and pound. You know,
No,
Aaron. That's why I like it. Running the
look,
rock.
look. I like Derrick Henry. I had him in fantasy for like 2 years. I love the guy. I'm just not a fan of
Not
Tana
convincing.
Goat.
Lemire, you gotta convince yourself first before you convince us, because it's not coming through.
I
Yeah,
traded for the guy.
Lemeter, you know, we're not going to pretend like you weren't just talking all reckless in the group chat when I told you my pick beforehand. You know, I was like, yo, Lemeter, I'm going to pick Derrick Henry, Offensive Player of the Year. You're like, lol, picking Derrick Henry, he sucks. Hashtag Tennessee
Dude,
titties.
yeah, Lemire was like, I'd rather
Don't
take Jared Hayne than Derrick Henry, and I was like, dude, like Jared Hayne, come on, that's crazy.
I've never said that.
All right,
Yeah, bro.
When Lemire's part is gonna be cut out. All right,
Yeah.
let's get. All right, Lemire, who's your offensive player of the year?
Last time I think I also went with Josh Allen, but I'm gonna change it as well. I don't think Josh Allen's really fell off. I just think his numbers aren't as great anymore. But I'm gonna
not
go
playing
with
shit,
let Dalvin Cook 2020.
Ooh.
Dalvin Cook, he was injured. You could probably dock him for that, but he's been so good when he's on the field. And yeah, so 4 touchdowns last week. Dalvin Cook, offensive player of the year.
I thought we agreed that we're gonna limit this cooking thing to, maybe just Russ. I mean, I guess
Russ,
Dalvin
and
Henry
you
Cook.
said Dalvin.
yeah, Davin on lead, but that's still like, it's like, oh man, it's like a little bit like, come on, you could have done better than that.
Let Brandon Cooks.
Oh,
Hey.
yeah, you could, if he was actually, any good. He wasn't just passed around.
Oh,
I'm sticking with my
whoa.
pick. Hey, yes. Oh, sorry, a little bit. You guys went with Josh Allen last time. I went with AK-41, Alvin Kamara. I'm sticking with Alvin Kamara. I like Alvin Kamara.
Who
He's
dat?
on pace. He's on pace to have 1,000 with 130 receptions. Like, that's crazy. I mean, he's really, like, Michael Thomas has been out. He's really become the number 1 receiver in the Saints offense. And he's pretty much the only reason the Saints are winning right now. Like, because they have nobody else in
The
offense. Like Drew Brees.
Aints.
Yeah, that's cut out. Who dat nation? I'm gonna put that in Lemeter's mouth. Like, I'm gonna like mute the part where he says it. I'm just gonna be like over. I'm gonna go who dat.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I'm sticking with Alvin Kamara. I like that pick. All right, Lemeter, we're gonna switch off to you. Defensive player of the year. Who are you going with?
This one, you're gonna call me a homer, but drop him dead. Fred Warner is the ultimate linebacker in the league. He's probably the best one. He's the best player on a very good San Francisco 49ers defense that is missing a lot of players. They're top 5. They're a top 5 defense.
Top 5 injuries.
Oh.
And that, yeah, they're top. He's somehow mitigated for the loss of Bosa. Somehow he's kept the team afloat. Quan is gone. I think Fred Warner deserves this. Shout out to Myles Garrett as the second place.
Okay. I'm actually debating between a few guys. Myles Garrett and Aaron Donald is who last time I was also debating. I'm going to switch it up now. I'm going to go with Aaron Donald because Myles Garrett has a little bit slowed down on his sack pace. Aaron Donald has more tackles for loss, the same amount of sacks. I believe they both have 9, but he also has more just combined tackles as well. So just for that reason, just statistically speaking, Lemeter's going to point to the Niners game where, Dan the GOAT Brunskill kind of shut him down.
Made him his son.
Well, I don't know.
Who's
But,
Debo? Who's Debo saying?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, who's Debo? I don't know. But yeah, Aaron Donald. That's who I'm gonna go with. All right, Aaron.
I mean, Aaron Donald, great name. But once again, he has 2 first names. Oh fuck! Wait, the guy picked us 2 first names too. Okay, never mind. Cut that out. Well, so originally I went with Myles Garrett, and I am also sticking with Myles Garrett because you know why? He makes every quarterback look like Carson Wentz. You know what that means?
Oh.
Fucking Fumble City. Yeah, that's right. I said it.
Jared Goff.
Don't think I slowed
more.
down on the Carson Wentz hate. That's right. I'm back. Okay. Anyways, yeah. No. Yeah, okay.
Aaron, honestly, I never thought you left. Aaron.
Okay,
I always held you at a high regard of as a Carson Wentz, number 1 Carson Wentz hater.
Okay, thank
Aaron,
you.
you have to do the big dog is back.
Oh, the big dog is back, baby. All right. Anyways, so yeah, I have Myles Garrett. I mean, I agree with everything you said about Aaron Donald. I mean, I'm just sticking with Myles Garrett because he forced a lot of fumbles, and Aaron Donald, he's playing very well too. I mean, they're both playing very well. I think they're both deserving of Defensive Player of the Year. But I'm sticking with some dinosaurs and poetry for the night.
And whack-a-mole. All right, Aaron, let's go back to you. Let's go to the Offensive Rookie of the Year. You're not a big fan of that guy at Clemson, or sorry, not at Clemson. Actually, no, it is at Clemson. The receiver, the number 1 overall pick, T. Higgins.
Oh, T. Higgins?
Yeah, you're a big fan of him, right?
Oh, I love
You're
T.
a big fan.
Higgins.
Yeah.
You know, I don't
But
think they should.
that
I don't know
linebacker
why
that they have, that Vontez Burfict, look like.
Oh, I don't know why they're keeping Ryan Finley a quarterback. I mean, sure, it proves me wrong. Everyone seems to be super hype about him. T. Higgins, number 1 overall pick, though, I think that's a reach. I think they easily could have got him with the first pick of the second round, but that's just me.
He's still playing good. Still playing good.
He's playing very well, but
Yeah.
he is unfortunately not my offensive rookie of the year. Some questionable decisions from the front office there. I think they should have went Herbert or Herbust, number 1.
Her bust.
Herbust, number 1. My offensive rookie of the year last time was Justin Jefferson, the Jets. And you know what? Call me a Herbust hater. I'm sticking with the Jets. I got Justin Jefferson.
Whoa.
I'm sticking with him. I'm sticking with
All right,
Justin Jefferson. Let me tell you why. He did get shut down last week, but he makes the Minnesota Vikings offense way more lethal than it should be, and I think he's balling out right now. And I would take him. I feel like his performance is pretty good for a wide receiver, and honestly, this award tends to go to quarterbacks a lot. So I'm gonna go Justin Jefferson.
Well, he does have a top 3 quarterback and a future Niners Hall of Famer, Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
So yeah, so good for him. I'm gonna go with I had James Robinson. James Robinson hasn't been playing up to his standards, or the standards that I at least kept him to. I'm switching it to Herbust, Justin Herbust. I wasn't the biggest Herbust fan myself, but I'm transitioning. I like Herbust. I'm a big Herbust guy now. I like him on the
He's a
target. He's
bust.
fun to watch. He does not know how to keep a 17-point lead or just any lead in the fourth quarter.
That's not on him. That's the rest of his team.
Oh, well, let me know, but that's funny because you switched that narrative up really fast. The Tannehill against the Chiefs. How did they blow it? Because Tannehill's bad.
Or how did
is bad.
But they blew it, so that's on the team. Wait, so that's on the team. So that's on the team.
He
right?
did lose to Ryan Finley.
All right, that's fine. We've gotten into this. We've gotten into this multiple times. I think you're gonna be in agreement with me. I like Justin Herbust.
Yeah,
it's gonna be my next.
Herbert.
I just realized people. If for some reason, like, if people who don't normally watch the show just watch this part of the episode, they're gonna be so confused. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyways, continue with me.
Hey, Lemire, so why do you like Justin Herbust?
Herbert. He was my top. He was tied for my favorite quarterback in the draft with Joey Burrow, the linebacker. Sorry, right, but he's been playing lights
really solid
right now.
Really solid, yeah, linebacker. Oh, are we talking about Herbust or Joey Burrow?
Yeah, Herbert.
Who's Joe Burrow?
The linebacker. The linebacker. He hits really hard. Almost gave Antonio Brown CTE.
Oh. You're talking about no, that's not Joe Burrow. What's his name? Oh, that's Vincent Jackson.
Okay. All right, let's get. I don't know how we transition to this. Defensive player of the year. I'm gonna start off. I've been letting you guys start. I'm starting off. I am going with
defensive rookie of the year.
Defensive rookie of the year. Sorry, my mistake. I'm going with the defensive rookie of the year, Patrick Queen. He's got a nice last name. Queen is a pretty cool last name. I really enjoy it. LSU played with Joe Burrow, the linebacker. The 2 linebacker tandem, really elite linebacker tandem.
Where the fuck is this Joe Burrow guy you keep talking about? Honestly,
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna bring him up anymore. But he's got really good stats. We're talking about 2 forced fumbles. We got 2 sacks, and we saw him. He took one back to the house. He's got a defensive touchdown. He's been balling out. He's a big presence on that Ravens defense. Lemire keeps saying that is really mediocre and not good. Like, for years has been telling us how the Ravens defense is really bad. But I'm gonna be honest. Lamar and the offense just haven't been it this year. They're not what they were last year. And what's kind of been keeping them in the game is that defense, and it's big part of it is Patrick Queen. All right, Lemire.
Right. Antoine Winfield Jr. I'll stick with the guy, big play machine, and I'll stick
pass
with
interference machine.
It wasn't pass interference. Daniel Jones threw like 3 feet behind him. So that's not his fault.
Dimes, hey, Danny Dimes looked a little bit like Danny Nichols, but what can I say? Aaron, please go ahead. Defensive player defensive rookie of the year.
Did Lemire get to explain his pick though?
Well, he's sticking to the same one. Lemire, do you want anything else to elaborate?
I let the play speak for itself. Play speaks for itself.
All right. Aaron, go ahead. Defensive rookie of the year.
My defensive rookie of the year is what the fuck? You guys, are you what the fuck? Are you guys pranking me?
No, what does it say?
Bro, no, because I'm pretty sure I wrote Patrick Queen, but it says Joe Burrow, my defensive rookie of the year.
Oh, you just confused us. I told you it's 2 LSU linebackers. It's like, they're really confused. Yeah.
See, like, you guys are fucking with me right now.
Oh, yeah, no, I see that. Joe Burrow, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm telling you confused them. There's 2 really good LSU linebackers. You confused them.
Yeah, well, anyways, my defensive rookie of the year is Joe Burrow. I think his play speaks for himself. So, yeah.
And what specifically do you like about Joe Burrow on the defensive end?
Well, the thing I like about him on the defensive end, he's got like over 1,000, interception return yards, which I think is really impressive. Like,
Crazy.
I mean, like, I don't know how people aren't talking about that. Like, it's kind of crazy. He's got like 12.
He's actually on pace for
touchdowns.
The highest CTE rate. He's given players
really?
in tackles. Yeah, the most.
Wow.
Most killed off brain cells.
That's actually very impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's my defensive rookie of the year.
All right, Aaron, for real now, what's your defensive rookie of the year?
What that was?
He said Patrick Queen. I believe.
Okay. All right, Patrick Queen it is. I guess we're sticking to Patrick Queen. Man, if anybody watched this and if anyone like Cress, like the three people that Cress brought over here that just started watching this, like, what the fuck is this? Should they turn it off? Like at this point right here, this is where they're pausing it and closing the tab. And like, what the fuck is this shit? Let's do coach of the year. We did that last. I kind of sprung that onto you guys last time. We're a little prepared for this time. I'll go again. I'm very much confused. I went with Sean McDermott last time, and the Bills. I'm not gonna say that they're worse. They're worse than expected in the beginning, and they were kind of hyped up. They're very hyped up in the beginning. They've gotten a little bit worse. I will be going with Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin was who I'm going with.
Ooh.
He's been a good coach. Last year people were saying maybe he should get fired. We've heard a few years ago, when Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown left, everyone was blaming it on him that he can't manage those two guys' personalities and stuff like that, and that he's too much of a player's coach. The team's undefeated right now, only undefeated team in the NFL. Last year they were pretty competitive, like despite having to play Doug Hodges. So I'm Mike Tomlin. Is that Lemire? That was actually kind of a good duck sound. That was kind of
that
a
was
good. Oh, is that you?
Don't fuck, bro. I got duck sounds for days, bro.
Because Lemire unmuted, so I was like, unmuted and muted back. So that was Lemire. Like, dude, that was actually impressive. Yeah, that was good.
Thank you.
All right, Aaron, who's your coach of the year?
Well, Boaz, we are fucking linking together right now. Originally, I think I went with Matt LaFleur. I didn't have it written down because I remember I was like, oh, we have to pick coach of the year. Didn't do that before the episode. Anyways, so my coach is my coach is Mike Tomlin. And I agree with you 100%. I mean, he's I've been a Steelers doubter to start the year off, not gonna lie. I was like, how good is this team really? I didn't think they're gonna be bad, but I was like, we'll see. But yeah, they've balled out. So salute to them. Yeah, Mike Tomlin, great coach, blinks a lot, but I think that's what you want. It keeps the eyes nice and moist so we can see everything. So yeah.
I like that. All right, Lemire.
Just for variety's sake, I was gonna go with Mike Tomlin.
No,
but
we can all
for
agree.
variety's sake,
Come on, yeah, we couldn't all go. Yeah.
No, and I
for variety's sake, I'm going with Kyle Shanahan and Robert Saleh, and I'm gonna go with John Lynch for executive of the year.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth, man. I'm gonna go with Kyle Shanahan.
And the water boy of the year, Dante Pettis.
What has this episode turned into?
It really has gone down. I mean, honestly, Crest might have been like
20 injuries.
Ever since Crest left, it's been downhill.
20 injuries and still 4-4 in the playoff hunt. And if he beats the Packers on Thursday, it's game over. He's coach of the year.
No, it's not. I don't think he is. Just not how the award is usually chosen. Usually got to make the playoffs to get the award.
I mean, to be fair,
I think he will.
If you beat the Crackers, in my mind, that's coach of the year material. In my mind.
Well, I mean, they do have Brett Favre. Brett Favre has endorsed this quarterback.
Yeah, reincarnation of Brett Favre. Nick Mullins.
Yeah, what can I say? He knows the system. He knows the Green Bay Packers inside and out. MVP, I'm going with, sticking with my pick, Russell Wilson. Really disgusting.
Ooh.
I hate the Seahawks. Dante Pettis will be playing there any moment now. Really don't like bubble chewing. That bubble chewing fuck Pete Carroll. And Russell Wilson can go fuck himself. He's my MVP.
Okay.
Yep.
That's great.
I share those sentiments, and I'll go with Russell Wilson as well.
All right.
Okay.
Russell Wilson, go fuck yourself 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, for variety's sake, I'm going to go Jimmy Garoppolo. No, I'm just kidding. My MVP, I was going to go Russ. I was thinking about Russ, if I'm being honest with you. But then I was like, you know what? When I go on footballreference.com, what quarterback stat gets me the most excited? And if you know me, this is like I've been saying, fucking touchdown to interception ratio. I love me a good touchdown to interception ratio.
It's a solid ratio right there.
The Jameis Winston is like the anti what I want in a quarterback, basically.
What? Oh man.
Okay, anyways.
He's gonna go with Brady.
That's a you thing. Me and Lemire are big Jameis guys.
I'm not going with Brady. What type of person do you think I am? I'm going with the GOAT Patrick Mahomes for MVP. 21 touchdowns, 1 interception. That's a good touchdown interception ratio. And he's second in the league in passing yards. And he's just playing really well. So I'm going Patrick Mahomes. But Russell Wilson, you're definitely deserving of MVP. Go fuck yourself.
I like that. I really like that final statement. Do you see when he did the piggyback ride with Tyreek Hill on his back? That was kind of fun.
Yeah. I didn't see Russell Wilson carrying the team. Literally, Patrick Mahomes put the team on his back. Does Russell Wilson put the team on his back?
No, never.
He puts the team in the end zone.
Yeah.
Ooh. I don't know. That just kind of proved the other point, but that's okay.
No. We're gonna do this. DK Metcalf made Russell Wilson. That's how we're gonna play. Actually, We're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more pick. Just out of nowhere, kick return of the year. I'm gonna go with Dante Pettis with last week's kick return. That's my kick return of the year. Lemita, what's yours? Sorry, I'm a little bit of a homer. Dante Pettis on the fumble. I just want to describe it. He gets slammed and the ball falls out of his hands. All right, let's finish off this episode. Let's get back on track. We got the train it's going a little wobbly. It's getting a little close off the train. We're about to fall off. Let's get back on tracks. Our final segment, we're gonna go with our picks. Let's just talk about our records real quick. This is a bad week for all of us, really. It was kind of a good week for me, but just in general, it's still like if we average it out, it's probably the worst week in general. I went 8-7, and if you're wondering why that adds up to 15, it's because the Dolphins won. The Rams are frauds, as I said. Aaron went 6-8, and Lemita went 5-9. So yeah, just overall, we didn't really do all that good. But that brings our overall records to I have 75, 43-1. Aaron is 79, 39-1, and Lemita is 68, 51-1. Lemita 1 away from 69. Aaron, I heard you have some stats. Let's take it away.
I do have some stats, and I just want to talk. So let me just tell you guys what I did. So I thought of this idea. So I went back and looked through for the first 8 weeks, and I'll do this at the end of the year too. And I looked. So how we have the debate of the Drew Lock pick?
Yeah.
Thing. So I looked at our records. First of all, I looked at our records when all of us agree. I also looked at our records when each of us are against each other. Like, for example, if I pick a team and then you two pick another team. Mm-hmm. So this is an interesting thing. If there's a lone wolf, who you want to side with here? All right. So first, our record when all of us agree. Drum roll. This should be pretty positive if we're a sports podcast. We are 39-22 when all of us agree.
Hey,
that's pretty good.
Over 500.
Yeah.
Over 500.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't look so good after the first couple of weeks. Not gonna lie, we had like a losing record until week 3. Questionable. Hey. Anyways.
And then next.
Exactly. Now the next one. When I'm alone. So basically, when I'm just like, oh, the Saints are gonna beat the Lions. You guys are like, no, Michael Thomas is out. The Lions are gonna win. When that happens. When I pick alone, I am 4-7. Okay.
Ooh.
Keep that in mind. 4-7. So I've picked alone 11 times.
See, that sounds bad, but I'm not sure what the meter and I are going to be. So
yeah, it's just hold your horses. All right. For when Boaz picks alone,
going pretty good.
Just also keep track of the amount of times each of us pick alone. Just keep track. Keep track of that. In your
I
mind.
picked alone like 40 times. I'm not surprised.
When Boaz picks alone, when Boaz goes Washington football team over the Ravens, Boaz, you are 3-11 when you pick alone.
Solid. It's not.
Which you'll feel better. You'll feel better about yourself when you hear Lemeters. Let's just say that. And Lemeter, when you say "fuck it," I'm going with this. You guys are wrong. Lemeter, you are 5-22. You are 5-22 when you pick alone. You have picked.
I got the most right. I got the most right. I got the most right.
You've also got the most wrong.
Lemeter, just want that to be known. So real quick, I'm 4-7. Buzz is 3-11. Lemeter is 5-22. With that being said, I have the highest winning percentage when picking alone at 36%.
Man, I knew I should have. I was gonna shit on you, and I knew I should. Probably should.
I'm the highest winning percentage.
Can we also calculate how many times I've picked against the Saints? I'm gonna look at that
every time. Probably every time. The Saints are probably like Lemeter's projections. The Saints are like 0-7 right now.
All right, I think I picked 4.
I just said 4 out of 7. Okay, yeah.
No, I think I picked with the Saints one time.
That's why that 11.
Yeah, it was over the Raiders. It was over the Raiders.
Yeah.
And you picked them against the Buccaneers too. So you picked them
maybe.
Twice.
Week 1 is week 1. Yeah.
Then I lost all faith in that team after the Raiders game. Yep.
Okay. Anyways, so back when I said I have the highest winning percentage. Lamb, to give you credit, you do have the most wins. Technically, you have the most wins. You also have the lowest winning percentage. And you've also picked alone the most at a total of 27 times. Boaz 14 times, me only 11 times. So
We're 39-22 overall. Good for us, pat in the back. So now keep that in mind as I segue into our Drew Lock picks. Keep that in mind based on these winning percentage, who you want to side with when it comes down to it. Okay.
Okay. So I think maybe we just all gotta agree. Maybe we just all make the same picks. You know,
Exactly.
Yeah.
If we just all agree,
Yeah. All right, Aaron, you want to start us off? What's Drew Lock team, or what's your Drew Lock pick? And Lemire, can you put him on the clock for the debate?
Okay, guys, this is gonna be my least convincing argument of the entire season. I'm gonna tell you why. Looked at the schedule, nothing really stood out to me. Okay, nothing. All right. Remember what I said week 1 when Marcus Grant, shout out to him, was on the show? I said I think the Saints are gonna win week 1. And then I think if the Buccaneers put it together and start looking like a really good football team, I think Buccaneers gonna be something special, right? Let's pretend I didn't say that. Okay, let's pretend that didn't happen. Okay, the Saints are gonna beat the Buccaneers. Okay, you want to know why? Michael Thomas finally gonna play, hopefully. Drew Brees, not Drew Brees. Tom Brady, totally washed, not actually having like one of the best seasons of his career or anything. Antonio Brown, bust. No, he's not gonna do shit. It's too crowded. Who are they throwing to? Like they're going to be pissed off. Too many egos. And Antonio Brown's throwing gummy dicks at Bruce Arians. They're not going to win. They almost lost to the Giants. And Lemire, when you pick against the Saints for your Drew Lock pick, you're almost always wrong. But so side with me. And yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't blame you guys if you pick the Buccaneers. I honestly haven't. It's either way. So yeah.
Man, this is hard because Aaron, you didn't even bring up, but like they beat in week 1, so like I feel like if you're gonna go off of that, that's should be going.
But now they're on the road.
The Saints.
They're on the road.
That's true. But I mean, but yeah, there are fans in Florida, so that does make a little bit of a difference, I guess. The other thing is Drew Brees playing outside. His noodle arm is good in the dome, but outside. But it's also gonna be warm. It's Tampa Bay. It's not like it's gonna be. It's not like it's the fucking Green
let's
Bay.
Not act. Hold on about the noodle arm. Let's not act like he didn't just beat one of the best defenses in the league without his top 3 receivers. So,
and I mean, if we're gonna compare his arms to Jimmy Garoppolo's, I mean, he looks like fucking Patrick Mahomes slinging out there. But with that being said, I'll be going with you, Aaron. I'm going with the Saints.
I'm going with the Saints. All right.
Yep.
I can't pick with the Saints, so I'm not going to do it. Let's go Bucks. All right.
This is a lose-lose because Lemire likes picking against he likes picking against the Bucks as well. These are like 2 teams that Lemire likes to fade.
Yep,
he does.
Lemire's still hoping that the Panthers make the playoffs somehow.
Yep, deep down my heart.
I mean, I hate it.
All right,
pick, right? Yeah.
All right. My turn. All right, time
Your turn.
Started now. All right, so the 49ers are playing the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers are favored. Jimmy Garoppolo's injured. George Kittle's injured. I'm a homer. The last time I picked the 49ers in my Drew Lock pick was against the Rams. And who won? Right. I think Nick Mullins gives the team a better chance to win than the injured Jimmy Garoppolo right now. Kyle Shanahan is going to want to prove a point. The Packers are ass. Aaron Rodgers, you better do well for my fantasy team because my backup is Jimmy Garoppolo and he's out. So Aaron Rodgers, conflict of interest, high scoring shootout.
So wait. So it sounds like you should start Nick Mullins. It sounds like you're kind of conflicting.
Yeah. Okay. I'll pick up Nick Mullins and I'll start him. And yeah, right. Devontae Adams is going to go on the bench. I'm going to start Russell Gage because that's my only other receiver I have. No. Anyways, yes. Yes. The 49ers are going to beat the Green Bay Packers, Crackers, Handjackers, and let's go 49ers.
Aaron, do you want to start us off?
I would love to go first. You know what, Lemire? As soon as you said Packers, Crackers, I knew this was serious. But I just want to say, I like Lemire's pick because just like me, doesn't seem too confident in it. He's just going with it. I like that. Me and Lemire, when we pick together on our G-Lock picks, typically goes pretty well. So you know what? I'm picking him. I'm picking the San Francisco 49ers to beat the Green Bay Crackers. You know why? The Niners are very unpredictable. Get blown up by the Dolphins, they beat the Rams, and then all of a sudden the season's over now and everyone we're tanking. So, but the Vikings were tanking. Look what they just did to the Packers. Also, Lemire said Packers, Crackers. Once he said that, it was 100% in my mind convinced. But now what I'm doing, I am going to put the pressure on Boaz. Is he going to be the one guy to go against the Niners? I was last week. I got the pick correct. But did I feel good about it though? Did I feel good about it? No. So putting the pressure on Boaz to see if he's gonna pull a me. It was easier for me. It wasn't in person, but we're looking at you right now, man.
Yeah, no. The pressure is on me. And I'll say this: Nick Mullins will always have one game. The moment they put him in as they bring him up, he'll have one good game. We saw it against, I believe, the Jets, and then we saw it against the Giants as well. And then he didn't do it against the Eagles.
Raiders.
So, he didn't. I don't know. He didn't play the Raiders, but
He's good on
yeah,
Thursday
a few weeks ago.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
a few weeks ago. He did. Yeah, his
When he
first
made
start,
his debut
his
on
best
Thursday
start.
night.
Honestly, you might say his best game in his career was on Thursday night.
Yeah.
He is also, he is the protege of Brett Favre. He is Brett Favre reincarnated. Ben DiNucci is mentored by what's his name again? I'm totally blanking. Aaron, what's his name? Aaron, you know who I'm talking about. Nathan Peterman.
Nathan Peterman.
Nathan Peterman. Nick Mullins is mentored by Brett Favre. I like Brett Favre a little better than I like Nathan Peterman, and for that reason, I'll be going with the 49ers as well.
Hey!
Let's go!
So we're either all gonna fucking go. We're all gonna be wrong about this, or odds are, as Aaron said,
Hey.
maybe this is right.
The Niner bias on this podcast is real, and that's why
It is real.
people
Yeah.
don't listen to us.
Yeah. My kickoff.
Yep.
Hey, my kickoff return award. I had to do one. I had to do one for Dante. One for my man. Rest in peace. He's not dead. He's just on the Seahawks now.
Dante Pettis breakup song.
Hey,
December.
wait.
Whoa, what?
Oh.
Oh,
No.
putting the pressure on us.
No.
Whoa.
Okay. All right. No, let me put me on the clock.
All right, your time starts now.
Aaron, I got my swagger back. You know that meme. I got my first Drew Lock pick. I'm on. Everyone doubted me. Lemire doubted me. Everyone doubted me. Aaron, you were on my side. You were like, fuck it. Let me go to the Dolphins, and it worked out for you. Aaron. It did. Now I'm gonna go with the Buffalo Bills. I think Lemire might side with me. Lemire is a big Buffalo Bills guy. They're playing against the Seattle Seahawks. Boo! We're big homers. Fuck the Seahawks. Fuck Russell Wilson, especially because he's my MVP candidate. Is there even anything else I can say? The Seahawks defense, it made it look good just because the 49ers offense sucks, but that's not the case with the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills also have a good defense. I feel like Trey White is going to be covering up DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf's going to be locked down. I'm going to say this right now: 0 catches. DK Metcalf's not catching shit. Tyler Lockett is not catching shit. David Moore is going on for 300 yards.
Oh.
But Josh Allen is going to be slinging that shit. And then when they blitz, he's going to rush out there and then shove his cock down the safety's throat. And he's going to scramble in for like a 60-yard touchdown. I don't care. Buffalo Bills are winning this. Fuck Russell Wilson. Thank you.
MVP. But fuck him.
I feel like
He's my
Buzz
MVP.
has been catering his Drew Lock arguments towards me for the past 2 weeks now.
I've been catering towards Aaron too. You didn't pick mine. I picked against you. That was like the most against you. I shat on Jared Goff, like all over Jared Goff.
No, you talked about how Tua Miles Gaskin is on my fantasy team.
I did do that. You gotta play. You gotta play everybody. But Jared Goff, I want to mention, he's a bottom 20 quarterback. If I'm ranking him, yeah.
Bro, honestly,
Jared Goff or Ben DiNucci? Honestly, I don't know.
Just a public service announcement. I'm agreeing with Boaz here. Let's go Bills.
Oh,
Bills. Aaron, come on, let's do this. All three of us. Aaron, let's do it.
Man, you guys are gonna.
Pressure's on.
Oh,
I just want to.
Oh no! I thought you were fucking. I was scared that it was me who was frozen. I was like, no, not again. Aaron, your screen is.
I am Aaron. I would like to pick the Seattle Seahawks. I picked the Seattle Seahawks. This is Aaron's pick, not a Seahawks fan that hacked his phone. Go Seahawks, 12th man.
Wheel, what the fuck? Did Dante Pettis hack his phone? What the fuck is this shit?
Oh, yeah, so that's my pick. I'm going with that. I'm with you guys, man.
You fucking asshole. You picked the Seahawks.
What? No, I didn't. I picked the... Bro, I swear to God, I picked the Buffalo... I picked the Seahawks. The Seahawks are winning.
that's creative, not gonna lie.
No, Aaron. Dante Pettis keeps hacking your phone, dude. Dante Pettis keeps
What?
hacking your phone, and he keeps picking the Seahawks. I think he's pissed off the Niners. The Niners cut him. I think Dante Pettis keeps hacking your phone.
Oh, man, I did send him my social security number last night.
Oh,
He
my
DM'd me.
God,
He's
Aaron.
Like, hey, man. He's like, man, I just got cut, but I can get back on the team. You send me your social security number. I was like,
And then he'll give you the money back. Is that what he said? He'll give you back even more. Once he gets
Yeah.
back in the country, he'll send you more.
Yeah.
He's not even from Saudi Arabia, Aaron. That's total bullshit. He's not even from Saudi Arabia. Like, he's not a prince or anything.
I know. That's rough. Yeah, but I am going with the Seahawks. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I guess that's good for that stat. Aaron brought up all three of us going for the same team. I mean, at least we did it once. What can I say? Dante Pettis hacks your phone. What can you do about it? All right, guys. We're going back. We forgot to do the pick. Last week didn't count. Honestly, who was even the pick last week? I can't remember.
Me either. Don't know.
We're doing the Giants versus the Washington football team. Aaron, I'm gonna stick with you, Aaron. Some might be like, let's switch from Aaron and switch to Lemire. Maybe Lemire will decide. No, we're sticking with Aaron. Aaron, Brain, you know the deal. Brain 1.00. Which side will be Washington? Which side will be New York?
I'm gonna say Brain is Brain is the Giants because the Washington football team ownership does not have a brain.
Okay. All right. So Washington is 1.00. Okay. Oh, it fell on the floor again. That was good luck last time.
Okay.
Washington football team, 1.00.
Ooh.
Washington football team as well. I will be going with. You guys can go separate. You guys can go in a different direction if you like. Aaron, where are you going?
This is tough. This is really tough because I probably would have gone Giants, and we do now know the pick might not be 100%.
Well, the thing is, that's actually been good for me because when it's a team that I wouldn't regularly choose, it actually has been correct. So I'm just gonna stick with that.
Yeah, I would have gone with the Giants. I mean, the pick. We're questioning its powers a little bit. It's like the pick's testing us. It's testing us. It went Ben DiNucci. But I'm sticking with it. I'm gonna go with the football team.
I like that.
It's not 100%. It's testing us. It's gonna be 100% from now on.
Well, it's not always gonna be perfect. It had to lose one game. It had to get it out of the way. That's really what it was.
I'll go football team.
All right.
All right, Lamiter.
Wait, what's the pick? I wasn't listening.
Football team is what the pick.
God.
Wow, the pick chose the football team. Aaron and I will both be going with the football team.
Also, you guys never reviewed my pick from the 2 weeks ago.
No, we did. It's inconclusive, and for that reason, since there's not clear enough evidence that it can be overturned, we're gonna stick with the call and field.
Right, I mean, I would have said I would say counterpoint. We should give it to Lemire so he can get 69 wins, so we can put 69 on the thing.
But then we put an asterisk and say that it was just 69.
I mean, to be fair, he did change it once he knew it was the pick though. That's the only thing I'm saying.
Okay, Aaron, do you want to go? You want to give him the pick?
You want to give him the pick?
Fuck it, 69. 69. I mean, 69. All right, fine. We'll give him the pick. We'll give Lemire the pick.
All right.
Watch him have the best record by one game.
I've lost.
Oh my God! We resort the rights to take it away every time. If Lemire we take it back.
I was trying to give him something, and then he just goes against the pick.
This is honestly worse for me because now we have leverage on him. Like anytime he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go with this pick," we're gonna take it away. All right, Lemire, you going with the Giants?
Yeah.
No, I like that. I like the pick needs some haters. I think that's what it's been missing, and I like that. I like that a lot. I have no clue where the fuck yet. This episode went a zigzag all over the fucking place. If this is the first time you watch this, I'm just stick it through. Push through. Maybe watch a few previous episodes, and you'll get the gist of it. We're not as weird or as it might seem, but yeah. As always,
hey Boaz, can you drop the password earlier?
Oh, I was gonna.
Password her bust.
Password is her bust. That's their password.
No capital. Bust is all capitalized. All right. No, actually, no capitals.
No. We're not, that's too fancy. Yeah, it's gonna be her bust. Yeah. HERBUST. Her bust. Justin her bust. That's the password. And you better have not skipped to that because we fucked up. We put this in end. It was supposed to go in the middle, but you better not skip this shit. Like I'm gonna be a little bit upset if you did that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you watched the whole thing, shout out to you. You're the real MVP. And as always, we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
That's illegal.
Yo, Kelsey Metcalf 2020. All I'm saying.